The circumference of the circle is the distance all the way around your circle. For example, that's where you would find the crust of your pie. The formula that we're going to use for circumference is circumference equals pi times the diameter. Or another way you can think about this one is the crust is equal to the pie dough. My crust goes around my pie, so that's the circumference. And in order to get that crust, or your circumference, you're going to use the pie dough, or pi times diameter. You're probably going to be given either a circle with a diameter, or you're going to be given a circle with just the radius. If our formula for circumference is equal to the pie dough, or pi times the diameter, in order to get circumference, I'm going to take our number for pi, which is 3.14, and then multiply by the diameter. And in this case, our diameter is 17 4/10. Thankfully, you will be able to use a calculator for this unit. So I'm going to grab my calculator, and I'm going to multiply 3.14, or 3 1400ths, times 17 4/10. And my circumference equals 54 and 636, or 636 tenths hundredths thousandths. So that would be my circumference if you're given the diameter. If I have to find the circumference, but in this case I'm only given the radius, I probably need to figure out what the diameter is, since the formula I'm using is circumference equals pi times the diameter. Well, if this radius is 3 2/10, then this radius would also be 3 2/10. So the diameter would be the radius together. Either you could add the two together, or you could just multiply it by 2, which gives me 6 4/10. Now I can find the circumference. Circumference equals pi, which we're going to use 3 1400ths as pi, times the diameter, which is 6 4/10. So 3 1400ths times 6 4/10 gives me a circumference of 20.096. Now, because this is circumference, we would just say units, or centimeters, or meters, because remember, it's area that we do the square units. So these would just have units. And that's how you find the circumference, either given a diameter or given a radius. The only extra step you have to remember is that if you have a radius, you have to double the radius in order to get the diameter for the formula.